This is one of the most debated topics I ever talked about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's about key stunning and key canceling. Now, if you don't know, guys, what key stunning and key canceling is, well, I'm going to talk about key stunning and key canceling, and are type of it's a mechanic that people for the last few years, and because people who like try hard to it or somehow make this game look like a competitive sport, but some other people on the other hand and don't like the key stun and call it an exploit, which means that it's the annoying mechanics in Xenoverse 2, and it's in the rest of the history. So in this video, I'll be explaining what is key stunning, an exploit or a mechanic, explained by the reasons why people don't like this new mechanic and they want the Dread to remove it. So guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter, formerly known as X. And as always, enjoy this video. Alright, there was a debate going on that key stunning and key canceling are as a mechanic or an exploit. Now, the reason why people call it as a mechanic because because the developers like Dimps created that mechanic to basically test out its features, and I see a lot of people use it and testing, and it start using key stuns. And that's why by the gameplay you're seeing here right here, I'm basically using what people call it a key stun. Well, yeah, this is one of the most debating topics I'm going to talk about. So yeah. And people say we said a mechanic because it's helped them play it better. It helps them do other stuff like doing the best single reasons of that point. But the actual point here is some people, like people who don't like the key stun, basically don't like that the key stunning, and it's an exploit because of the iframes and anything. Heck, and there are even some people wanted this mechanic to be removed from Xenoverse 2 in a future update. Like, I can't explain why it should not that idea, because imagine how player versus player match is going to play like when that mechanic was removed. And if they remove that mechanic, it's going to cause what play styles, and they have to use without using key stuns. So like I mean, when I fight a player, I use key stuns. If I fight a player that don't use key stuns, I basically don't use key stuns at all. It's determined on what playstyle I choose when I find a player that sometimes key stun, or basically they just don't. So I use two different playstyles: playing by using key stuns and playing without using them, because I learned how to use without key stuns. And basically, when I play with limitations, I use without key stuns to help my playstyle be enhanced. So, back to the topic. So, people don't notice that if key stunning was removed in like Xenoverse 3, they should replace it with something that's like that's a substitute to that at key stunning. And not only the worst part, if key stunning is basically the real reason why this game is still active today, I couldn't say that and say the most that, yeah, people really don't like using key stuns, so why not play without using key stuns at all? But the other reason why I think that I can say it is a mechanic is because it caused us to come up with ending combo enders, like some stuff like that. But that is just the real reason why I had to make this video about a topic. And the reason why I'm making this video right now, because apparently I saw a debate going on here and a wage break. Twitter post I saw on Twitter, and they're saying that they should remove all keysunnings, and it's actually what I'm talking about now. But I'm probably asking myself, what if they remove the keysun completely in a third sequel of the game? Or remove from a future update of this game, where Future Saga Chapter 4 comes out. But, yeah, like I said before, it's a bad idea, because there are times people, they said they like using keysuns, but in reality, it could be a huge change for player versus player matches. People will end up stop doing those matches entirely, or, yeah. So, if that's the case, what will player versus player matches be without the simple use of a mechanic or exploit that's been in the game for like years? And like I said before, if this is what's a determinant of what they decide to do, like other stuff apparently, but I have to say it could be like mechanic or something, but if Dimps actually does a woke move by removing it, you already know Backlash is about to start. Like, tons and tons of backlash. Right, to my opinion, it doesn't matter what side I choose on. I could say things in both at the same time. I say using keysuns is a mechanic to help players to win matches, or try out the different playstyles. Well, I say they might be an exploit if they abuse it too much. So here's a prime example. If I do this, if I keysun like this is how players be like this. Hold on a second. That's an example of abusing it. Or if I do it like this, or this all the whole time while running, that's exploiting it to abuse it. I should be like doing this. If they do like this, like doing this, that's simply exploiting it. Or I do this, it's a mechanic. Because people use keys as combos. But you can't do this just to signify the combos of key canceling it. Like, it's... Yeah, I probably just show you that example, what happens if you exploit it too much. But, anyways... The last thing I'm about to say about this is, like I said before, I'm not choosing on either side that if keysuns should be removed or something, and it is an exploit. But I have to say, perhaps, if there was a time if Xenoverse 3 comes out and they removes the key stunning feature, they will probably replace it with something that can substitute it. Like, obviously for reasons. I mean, it's been like years since this key stunning was actually becoming a mechanic, and to be honest, it's what it is. Some people have some major opinions about key sunnings and have personal opinions about it, and super strong opinions about it. That's determine what players can do. So like I said, it doesn't matter what people think what key sunning is about, or key canceling. It could be a mechanic, exploit, or whatever people want to call it. Even though, as myself personally, I've been using keysuns because I haven't heard of that they were a thing. So I decided to test my keysuns, and that's how I became with this playstyle today. And to be honest, my opinion about this is a very controversial debate with whether it keysun or it an exploit. And to be honest, we could say that if there was a time if keysuns would be removed, the game will be kind of a bit unplayable. And the why I say it could be unplayable is because it could affect some players who about it. I know it don't, and I don't know how I can say it about the tryhards though, because they are basically like people who are just simple will be staring their ass all day, like in their basement. Like what I said, I'm not like these other players who live in their basements and just simply masturbating when playing this game with one hand. And by the way, the last thing I'm about to say this is, I think keep stunning is supposed to be a mechanic, and sometimes it could be an exploit where people are abusing it. But when people are abusing the key stuns, you can pretty much tell reason why people call it an exploit, because people could use key stunnings for whatever they're doing. So that's all I gotta say for this video, because like I said before guys, this is one of my most talked about topics I've been talking about. So yeah, so what you guys think? Is key stunning a mechanic or an exploit? Let me know in the comments below to see how your opinions on it. And I know personal opinions can be fine as long as I can respect your opinion. So yeah, so guys, if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, formerly known as X. As always, this is Tomas Mathis, aka Went for sign off. Guys, later, and I'll see you in the next one.